Live.
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
No matter what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for 300 million, and I made 350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on? Hell of a fight afternoon yesterday. We're back to discuss it. The praying mantis in the building. Francis, what it do? Buenos dias.
Bullet. Blessings. Shout out to my Lord and Savior for another one, man. Without him, none of this would be possible. Also, big up to yourself if you're there, yada there, abroad. Happy Easter Sunday to everybody worldwide, man. Shout out to you, and you, man. Enjoy yourself with your family. Enjoy yourself with your friends. Or just enjoy this Easter Sunday, man. Shout out to you for tuning in TBV and rocking with us. Nestor, what's popping?
What up, man? Look, I've been wanting to come back since yesterday with like an immediate reaction or a fight chat. Last night's fight actually produced more excitement than what I really expected. I didn't think Herring would have that type of performance. I picked him. I know a lot of you guys picked Frampton, especially Mitty, Mario, but I knew the size of Herring being the bigger man, facing a smaller man coming up, older man coming up. I knew Herring would have that size advantage. I didn't know it would play out like that. He just seemed to be so calm and just touching Frampton, and he was going down. The straight left put him straight down. Then the uppie had him super mech style. I was like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a fantastic performance, man. What did you think of last night's performance with Jamel Herring defending his title in Dubai versus the Irish two-time champion, Carl Frampton?
Well, I'm going to start off like this. I start off asking you the question a couple of days ago. It's either Jamel's going to be in extreme condition or is he going to be overtrained? And he looked like a fighter that's been working on his tools for months because he looked super sharp and he looked calm in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what you're saying. When he's in the pocket, catching and shooting, you know what I'm saying, landing those shots, he just looked, he looked confident. And he looked ready, man. The only thing kind of bothered me a little bit was when he got the cut. You know what I mean? The reaction to the cut a little bit, but that happens in fights. But shout out to Jamel Herring with the performance, man. He didn't get too high, he didn't get too low. He just stayed focused at the task at hand and completed it, which was amazing for me to see and for everybody, really.
Word. Focus. That's like one of the biggest parts of last night or yesterday afternoon that you could see on Herring. The focus and the composure. Like, he never once folded under the pressure. Frampton was doing a lot. He was ducking and weaving under some of them jabs, trying to cut the distance, getting close on Herring. And, he would just use that left hand with the jab as a stiff arm. He would hook and pivot off it. He really fought probably the best fight of his career, like putting it all together. He really probably fought. I mean, like, he was catching Herring. He was catching Frampton on the way in, and it was a tough task for Frampton. You can see the levels between Herring and Tyler McCleary because Herring, he just wasn't getting caught with that stuff that Frampton was doing to McCleary. Herring was, turning Frampton well, mixing up that uppercut. And it's so funny, you mentioned it, that he was training, with his team and whatnot. And you normally see him doing that on Instagram or Twitter, like the hook, uppercut. He's always working on that, bruh. And it literally worked in the fight. The uppercut just put him down so crazy. I didn't think Frampton was getting up. The way he went down, like his body went back and he fell in a chair, mythical chair, lifeless.
And rocked.
I didn't think he was getting up, but he got up and he was rocked. You're right.
Man. He's a champion. He's hard. He kind of rocked in. It's like a rocking chair position. He kind of rocked in and came back up. But heart of a champion. There's no way, he was gonna go out or go down like that. He had to have been saved from himself, from his team, his corner. So they made a great decision in throwing in the towel and stopping him from himself from getting hurt. Man, later on in his career, he's done great things in the sport. You don't need to, go out like that. But shout out to Frampton, man. But we always know whenever a fighter says that they are thinking about retirement, it's better they just retire, because 1 foot in, 1 foot out doesn't work, man. 1 foot in and 1 foot out does not work with boxing. You got to be totally focused all the way in, and ready to get into a war, because, you could switch off in there, think about something, and get caught with a punch you don't see and get knocked out. So shout out to Carl Frampton and Jamel Herring, man. But yeah, he looks super sharp. What I was saying a while ago is that it's very important that when you're a fighter, that you can't be contemplating or pondering retirement in the fight game. It's either you're gonna be in it. You can't be half 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because you get in there and start thinking about something else and get caught with a punch you don't see and get knocked out. You know what I mean? And you don't want that type of punishment later on in your career. You want to ride off in the sunset in a good way. So Carl Frampton needed to get this fight out the way. It just so happened to be on the back end of his career. But that's not Jamel's fault. Jamel went in there and did his thing, man. He did his thing, man. Shout out to Jamel Herring.
Yo,
he stayed under pressure. He stayed composed, man, a little bit. He didn't, the uppercut came out so smooth, man. I don't know about you, but the uppercut came out so smooth.
No, that was one of the best punches. Like I said, man, the way Frampton went backwards, lifeless, I really thought the fight was over. Credit to Frampton for getting up, showing true heart. But, shout out to the corner, threw the towel in as well, because he got up and showed the heart, but he was getting hit. He was getting hit with some shots. He just wasn't all there. So, they threw that towel in because Herring was definitely wailing off on him with some free
shout
shots.
out to Jamel, too, being the bigger fighter that can fight on the inside. His inside game is pretty good, man. A lot of tall fighters with long arms, they don't really know how to do it on the inside because they need the space to extend the arms, but he's able to shorten up on the punches on the inside and be effective, which is good. I like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, the facts are, since the win, Herring is already being ordered by the WBO to make a decision on whether or not he's going to face a guy like Shakur Stevenson, who's the mandatory challenger, or, is he going to vacate and move back up? What do you think Herring will do?
I don't know, because that's a tough decision right there. He wants to unify, but he has a mandatory, somebody who he knows well, somebody who he often sees. Yeah.
Hold up, because you say he wants to unify. It's important for us to educate the listeners.
Talk to
He
me.
wants to unify with who?
With Oscar Valdez, the other 130-pound champion, being the WBC champion, Oscar Valdez. Obviously, we know the other champions.
He's
also
with Top Rank.
Absolutely. All three fighters who are in this triangle of fighting is with the same promotional team.
So I just want you to know that Shakur, I mean, I know you know, but the listeners, Shakur has already come out publicly and said that the unification between Herring and Valdez will happen over his dead body. Publicly, he's taken a stance that they will never unify without facing him first because he's the WBO mandatory. Since Shakur's outrage on social media, the WBO came out and Jake Donovan, a writer for Boxing Scene, published an article stating that the WBO said that Jamel Herring has 30 days to commit to defending his title versus Shakur or doing whatever he feels necessary, whether that's vacate and move up or vacate and go a different route.
Yeah, those are big news, man. That's what happens when you are the champion in the division before. For those who don't know, when you move up a division, you're granted a status that you get an automatic shot at the champion at the next level, the next weight class that you're moving to. So Shakur is in his right to fight for this title. He has stepped aside. How much times? This is about the second time we would say he stepped aside, Ness?
Shakur, I don't know if this is the second time. I definitely know that this is the one of the times he allowed Herring to do his thing. I mean, unless you're talking about Oquendo.
I'm thinking that fight too was one of them fights that he just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, get busy with. So Shakur, I guess, already had a fight and made it happen. Whatever the case may be, Shakur also the mandatory for the WBC 130-pound title, which is also held by Oscar Valdez. He was not given 30 days to commit to a fight, but Mauricio did say what, till the end of the year, if I'm not mistaken? Oscar has till the end of the year to commit to his mandatory.
Yeah, I mean, he just fought Burchell, so he's got a year.
Right. So Shakur's in a great position to call the mandatory for both. He clearly wants the WBO, I would say, more than the WBC right now. Because it's more likely to happen than the WBC, correct?
Yes, WBO is obviously going to be a lot sooner. But to be clear, if he goes the WBO route, he'll lose his WBC status. Okay. Like if he becomes a champ, they can't rank you in the WBC because you're a champ now. So you're ranked as a champion among sanctioning bodies, which then, changes things. So he won't be number one and simultaneously be the WBO champion. But if he's the WBO champion, then Valdez should have the same energy that he had 24 hours ago when he stated he wanted the winner of Frampton, Herring, so that he could unify. So if Shakur go ahead and forces his mandatory and he's the champion, I want to see Valdez say that he still wants to unify. Because the funny thing is that there's a lot of people out there mad at Shakur for invoking his mandatory status. They're looking at it like, yo, what have you done? Let those guys go on to unify and make money. I don't understand that.
Neither do I.
It's so strange to me. Sometimes people have that energy. When it was Jamal Charlo, they didn't want Canelo to go on and unify and make money. Is that what you said when Canelo wanted to unify and he decided to take franchise status? No, that's not what you said. You called him a duck. When Lomachenko went to the WBC convention and asked for franchise status, did you guys say, no, he's trying to make a big fight with Teofimo, or did you call him a duck? You called him a duck. I don't understand, why do things change depending on the fighter?
That's 100%, man. That is 100%. Nobody can really answer that question, to be very honest with you, because I think that's what Shakur is doing, if I'm not mistaken. Do you think it's smart for him to take the WBO route and then pretty much box Valdez in? It's either you're going to move up to another division or vacate. It's either you're gonna move to 135. Because remember, we did this at 126. That was your mandatory. He moved up. Are you gonna go to 35? So if I get this title and I want to unify, let's unify. You know what I mean? So it's kind of bad that Jamel Herring is kind of caught in between all of this. You know what I mean? Being the WBO champion.
I mean, Herring is the bigger man. He's bigger than Shakur. I mean, I know there's friendship, but what do you do? What do you do if you're Herring? Like, are you really gonna vacate? Like,
well,
all right, like
yeah.
you go to your team, right? And your team is like, yo, I know you want the unification, but this kid is really invoking. We gotta face him.
Right.
Are you gonna be like, nah, like, yo, that's my boy? Like, are you going back up to a division you left from because you was too small for 135? Like, he is in a tough predicament. You know, does he retire? Like, is he done now? Like, how old is Herring? You know, like, is he done because he doesn't want to face a guy that he's friends with? I mean, and look, no one's forcing him to do that. I get it. You train with Shakur here and there. Y'all probably sparred here and there. Y'all know each other. But I would at least see what they offer me, because at 35, you know, Herring don't got too many more years. He needs this big fight. And is Shakur bigger than Valdez? Probably not, but Shakur's blocking you from getting Valdez.
He definitely is blocking you. You know what? And he was trying to do that before too. Don't forget, wasn't he trying to stop the Frampton fight? If I'm not mistaken, then they kind of had a conversation. And he said, all right, you know, I'm going to let that be. I'm going to let him get his thing off. Let him get his moment off, that big fight on the resume. You know what I mean? Don't quote me on it, but I'm almost certain that's what happened. So now he's like, come on, bro. It's time, man. I need that. We got to get busy. Yeah. It's either you're going to get busy or give up the belt, man. I got a future I got to secure, man.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you think Bob Arum has the same energy as Shakur, or do you think Bob Arum sees more money in Herring versus Valdez?
In my opinion, he sees more money in Valdez versus Herring because he can continue promoting and selling with either fighter Shakur is with his team. But I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more difficult because the demands are gonna get bigger as he gets bigger. Do you understand?
I mean, but what if they write it in the contract? Like, yo, let Herring get his last fight with Valdez, unification, you know, win or lose, he faces you. I mean, not win or lose, but if he wins, he faces you. If he loses, he retires, and Valdez faces you. And you got two belts.
I mean, you put that in contract, but there ain't no guarantee to that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why he kind of woofing at this right now. I'm pretty sure they had something in place for him to get this shot.
No, there definitely was something in place, and the actual quote from Carl Frampton goes as such. He says, "That's the deal. That's the agreement, isn't it? He's the mandatory, so that has to be the fight next." It's a very difficult fight. He's someone who I rate immensely. I think he's an amazing fighter, but it's one fight at a time for me. And we can start to think about Shakur Stevenson straight after the Jamel Herring fight. So this is Frampton talking before losing that was the agreement in place, that if he won, he had to face Herring. Right. So I don't know now why Herring is publicly saying I want Valdez when he also knew the agreement. You know, I mean, was he on his win high and forgot, or is he trying to get the public to rally like they have? Some of the public feels like Herring deserves to unify, that unifications trump mandatories, that he shouldn't be looking backwards. But then that puts the young Shakur Stevenson in a difficult situation to be the villain. They're
trying to little boy him right now. They're trying to son him. Like, listen,
or
man.
make him the villain, because if he comes and ruins boxing fans' plans, he's the bad guy.
Yeah, right off the top, man. Because they want to see this. All of a sudden now, I didn't hear this before, but all of a sudden, this unification with Herring and Valdez is all of a sudden big. It's all of a sudden something that everybody wants to, you know what I mean, wants to see, because he wasn't sure to get through Carl Frampton. So,
I mean, Herring might be the new cash cow. He fought in Dubai in front of the Prince. I'm sure the Prince didn't expect Herring to win. MTK Global's been messing with Frampton longer. MTK Global probably thought Frampton was gonna win. Our UK, co-hosts and Boxing Voice, people like Rob and Mitty and others were picking Frampton. So maybe Valdez knows he can get a big fight with Herring in Dubai and make some of that MTK Global money. Or am I reaching?
No, that you have a point there. If he has a site with a site fee, he's always gonna be in a big fight, man. Why would you not take that? And he's a champion on top of it. So if he can pull that off and take Valdez to Dubai, Bob Arum, he's gonna do that.
We got a couple of super chats coming in, and it looks like the first one is from Ja the Real that says, TBV, support the boxing emoji and the GOAT. Thank you. Calling us boxing GOAT. I love it. We got Alexander Wilson that says, Spencer Fearon said that Herring isn't going to fight Shakur and he's going to move up or vacate. That's what people were telling him. Yeah, I mean, it's a dangerous fight. Shakur, he could retire Herring. But at 35, before we get to that next super chat, at 35, 135 that is, what is out there for Herring? As the WBO champion, obviously he can invoke his status to face the WBO 135-pounder above him, that is Teofimo Lopez. Do you think Teofimo stops his plans and turns around and says, okay, the WBO have given this guy an opportunity. This is who I'm going to face? Is Teo Herring a big fight?
No, not in my opinion.
Not in your opinion.
No, definitely not before Devin. Definitely not before Ryan. Definitely not before, a lot of these fights that are on the table for Teofimo.
So why do you feel that way about Herring? Why do you feel that way about Herring moving up to face the next champion, but you don't feel that way about Shakur moving up to face the next champion?
Oh, said it again.
Why do you feel that Herring Lopez isn't a big fight and he's the champion in 30 moving up to 35, but you do feel Shakur is a big fight with Herring and he's the champion at 26 moving up to 30?
Young phenom.
Okay, so the factor is Shakur.
Shakur, 100,000%. Skill.
So if Shakur beats Herring,
power. Yeah, go ahead.
If Shakur beats Herring and invokes the status to move up to 35 as WBO champ versus Teofimo, is that a big fight?
Yes.
All right. Just want to see where you're at. 1-425-569-5241 is the number to call in if you want to give us your opinion on today's topic. And you can also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. What up, champ?
I wanted to ask you. That would be his third division before he's 25 he'd be trying to get, no?
If he moved up to 35, yes. Right now he's working on his second if he gets this title.
That's what you said, because if he's a champion at 30, that means he would already got it and moved up to fight 35. That would have been his third division before 25.
I mean,
you definitely have to put some respect on that dude's name.
If he does it before then, if Bob allows it, if Bob backs him financially to get these fights, because it seems like, we're here talking about Shakur trying to enforce these fights instead of them already being built up. Vasil was in the audience when Teofimo beat Comey.
Yes, he was.
They built it up. I don't know what they're doing to Shakur, why they're not giving him the proper respect. And now that we're talking about respect, the telecast didn't even have him in the top 10, bro. So ESPN, for anybody tuning in right now, we're live here. We're talking Shakur Stevenson, congratulating Jamel Herring, but wanting all the smoke with Herring, and WBO saying, look, you got 30 days, Jamel, to make your decision whether you're going to fight Shakur or not. And we got a bunch of side topics with Shakur and him being on social media, really letting us know how he feels. And during the telecast for Herring and Frampton, ESPN showed their top 10, and they didn't include Shakur Stevenson. And, man, I don't know. If we go to 130, right, the Ring has Shakur at least number 8. Now, let me just pull up what it is that ESPN had and who they thought was what, right? But right now, in the rankings, at number 8 in the ring, Shakur does make it to the top 10.
Okay.
But, according to ESPN, if I could just find it. Do you have it? I know yesterday we posted it in the pre-pro. Do you see it?
The ESPN one? Yeah, hold on. Let me
The
check
ESPN screenshot of the rankings.
Yeah.
Let me see. Some dead air here. Sorry,
Yeah,
fellas.
sorry, people. We're just looking for something. While you're at it, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button if you haven't, man. Only 54 thumbs up. Almost 200 of us are in here.
Now, while I look for that, I do want to dead the notion that Jamel needs to move up because of weight. We have plenty of tweets from April 1st, with Jamel saying things like, videos of him undressing and showing all the sweat and saying like, people say I struggle, other things like anyone saying I struggle, is crazy. Like basically he can make the weight of 130 without a problem. So weight isn't the reason. Damn, where is that? That's crazy.
Yeah, man, this thing gets buried fast.
I lost it, man. Well, look, man, I can't help that. Rob, if you're out there, send that tweet. Because I think it was a tweet, to be honest with you.
I got it. I'm about to send it right now.
Oh, you found it? Perfect. Yeah, so, on the ring, Shakur definitely makes top 10 at 130. Like, you see they got no champion. It's vacant. Gervonta's number 1, Oscar Valdez with the WBC number 2.
Check pre-pro.
Gervonta Davis is the WBA super at 130. You got Oscar Valdez, WBC champion. Number 3 is Joseph Diaz, the former IBF champion. He lost his belt on the scales. Miguel Burchell is the former WBC champion. Jamel Herring is the WBO champion. Tevin Farmer is the former IBF champion. Rakhimov is the IBF mandatory who fought to a draw that many believe he beat Joseph Diaz Jr. And then we got Shakur Stevenson, number 8, Chris Colbert, number 9, and Roger Gutierrez, number 10. So the fact that they did not, find a place for their young, as Francis put it, phenom, it's a little strange because, people have him ranked in those positions. So it's odd that, they didn't put him. Do you think it was a mistake, or do you think the ESPN legitimately doesn't feel he's ranked in the top 10? And I'm going to be screen sharing that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And these are the ESPN telecast rankings. Let me see here. Back out a bit. So this is what they shared with their viewers. Oscar Valdez, number 1. Joseph Diaz, number 2. Tevin Farmer, number 3. Now, Joseph Diaz and Tevin Farmer neither have a belt. But Jamel Herring with the WBO, Miguel Burchell, who lost at 5. They got Masaitu Uitu, who Jamel Herring beat for the title up there. They got Rene Alvarado, who used to be like a WBA regular or something. Cancillo, also the regular. They got Leo, which, you know what? The ring doesn't have Leo, and I think the ring didn't put Leo because he got knocked out. He got knocked out at 35. It means something. You can't just get knocked out at 35 and keep your ranking at 30. But according to ESPN, a knockout doesn't get you out the top 10. And I think they're right, Francis. I mean, if I'm Leo and I got knocked out a division above, daring to be great, I'd be very mad if they bumped me out the complete top 10 rankings at the division where I am a champion, right? Or what he used to be a champion. What is the story?
They fought at 130.
They fought at 130. You're right.
He was champion at 130. He was a super champion, and Gervonta was the regular.
I mean, but still, then we would be arguing the same Porter thing. When Porter lost to Brook and they knocked him out the top 15 in the IBF, that was unfair. So I guess Top Rank is right saying, okay, Leo lost to Tank, but he deserves to be there. But they don't even have Tank in their top 10. I'm really like, what's going on with this rankings? They took Tank off, who beat Leo. They don't have Shakur, but they have Herring and Masaito. I think this is a top ranked top 10, and they slid in some dudes that they know are universally recognized, like Leo. But why not Tank? Tank is probably one of the biggest names.
Kevin and Joseph, who are all a part of other different
networks. I don't know. This is a very, and this is why Shakur got upset. Shakur grabbed this and took to social media and quote tweeted at Top Rank, at ESPN with his hands up and like, what the fuck is going on emoji? Like, why am I not on this list? And by the way, what the hell is this list? You know? But
yo, this is terrible, man. Like, you're talking about your champion at 126, the one that's in the mandatory position. You're a young phenom, and he isn't even on the list.
No, I mean, he should be calling James Prince. This treatment is getting to be common. It's first of all, he's fighting Jeremiah Nakatilia, and he's got to defend his opponent. He's literally on social media like, yo, it's not who I want. Valdez should be fighting me. What?
Sorry, I forgot to tell you. Down at the bottom, it shows the current champions. Davis' name is there as a WBA champion. The IBF is vacant. So if you look at it, it's there in small print, but yeah.
Yo, but think about it. Oscar is a champion. Jamel is a champion. Why are their names bold?
Yeah. They
put Davis like in the fine print, man. Like, this is strategically being done. And it's okay. Because this is ESPN's smack back in the face at PBC for excluding Crawford out the welterweight division.
Yep.
You know, but what they're doing is upsetting their phenom, as you call them, their future star, as what the people believe. But we have another super chat, and that's from Mad Bet 100 in Kansas City. Good morning, happy Sunday. Happy Easter. He says, there is more value with Herring versus Valdez. Herring versus the winner of Shakur next fight is black-on-black violence. Give us Herring versus Valdez. What do you feel about that? You feel like the two stablemates and African Americans should not be pitted against each other? Before you answer, I'll just say that if you say that, if you agree with that, then you're on the same bandwagon of people that are mad at Canelo for saying he doesn't want to fight a fellow countryman. Just remember that these boxing fans are never fair.
And I don't, because I believe that it's the business, man. It's unfortunate. At some point, if he beats Valdez, he's going to have to fight him anyways because he has a belt. You know what I'm saying? He's a champion, and the aim of the game is to unify, gather all the belts before we move up divisions. Gather the belts and the money. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we don't have to fight one of our friends along the way. And if we do, we have business decisions to make. Simple. Fight or no fight. You know what I mean? Are we friends too much? Like Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter didn't fight for years, man. They just talked about fighting right now. True or lie? I'm pretty sure. Yes, and that's no. Yeah, they did, definitely. They didn't talk about fighting each other for a while, so I think that this fight needs to happen, man. There's no crime here. It's just business.
Yep. No crime, just business. Adam. That's a song. Alexander Wilson. I called him Adam and Aram and everything. His name is Alexander Wilson, and he says, Aram recently said the plan for Shakur is a fight on Puerto Rican Day in New York City. Win the WBO, then fight Valdez for a unification fight. That sounds reasonable. But that's at Aram's pace. Shakur doesn't want to fight Jeremiah Nakatilia in Puerto Rico. In New York City on Puerto Rican Day, Parade Day, or whatever. Who is Jeremiah? The only Jeremiah that we know is the one that did a song with 50. Stop.
Yeah, who are you? Yeah, so, man. Like, you keep feeding Shakur these, who are you? You know what I mean? You might be a great, but who are you? So it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. He needs some names right now. He at that point, right?
Had Troy Killer Tainment King. Yo, happy Easter. It's Shatar. New life. Going. I don't know what that is. Ex-Fonkali? Ex-Fonkai? Ex-Fonkai? Are you talking like, I don't know, bro. I don't know what that is, bro.
What he talking?
That must be like, I don't know, something else. I don't know how to pronounce it, champ.
Yeah.
Champ.
But yo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget, man. Don't forget, I got to give you your public service announcement, which is your daily, you know what I'm saying, Board Awards. As long as we live, you're going to get a daily Board Awards update. What we got going on, what we got cooking. We got fights, you know what I'm saying? We got sponsors, we got networks. Yo, we got a lot of things cooking over here. Y'all, perfect time to pay attention and listen up. All right, let's get it cooking. So Board Awards 11 is in Watertown, Wisconsin. The date, June the 12th. The place, at the bar. Shout out to Adrian, Rowan, and George. The network, BPE Network, baby. BPE Network. Go download it. You know what I'm saying? Type in Board Awards. You can see Board Awards 10 in its totality at BPE Network. Also, we got Protect Yourself at All Times. Shout out to Adrian Clark. We got Bravos with the waist protector. Adrian Clark and Protect Yourself at All Times is going to be supplying the headgears and the 16-ounce gloves, man, to make sure our fighters, one, look cool, and two, is safe. Shout out to you and you out there, man. Ness, am I missing anything?
Nope.
Watertown, Wisconsin. June 12th, man. Get in the ring and swell. Get in the ring and swing. Sign up so we can match you. We're still looking for heavyweights. We're still looking for cruiserweights. We're still looking for 168 pounders, 160 pounders, 47 pounders, 40 pounders, 54. You name it. If you want to fight, man, June 12th in front of 400 to 500 people. Capacity, indoor and outdoor venue. Trust me.
Yes.
The bells and whistles going to be off the chain. Also, we got a 3-on-3 basketball tournament that's going to be coming. We don't want no ringers. You know what I'm saying? We just want people that love boxing and that can hoop. Get your 3-on-3 team. We're going to get the fees and everything out to you. You sign up. It's going to be in August in sunny Florida. We're going to get the date to you. Look out for that. We also got a live show coming your way sometime in the fall. Keep an eye out for that. That one's about to be
what do you mean
special.
by live show, man? Let them know what you mean by live show, champ.
So what I mean by live show is that TBV is going to be doing a live show in a city near you, right? Where we're going to have you in the building watching us do what we do best and communicating with us. We're going to be potentially having a live interview, right? We're going to be having drinks. You can bring your lady, dress up. It's going to be a cool vibe. TBV on the road. Check us out. Not in the studio, but on the road, live in front of you.
All right. So we're going to go out to these callers, man. If you want to voice your opinion on a topic, let us know by dialing in 1-425-569-5241. The number also just keeps scrolling across the top whenever we're here and whenever, you know, our thumbnail's there. It's also on the top. We're going to take it from the top. Is this Marcus? Let me double check that, man. Actually, yeah, that is definitely an Ohio number, but I'm gonna have to run through the numbers. Who's this? Majid. What up? Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, Ness, my bad about that text this morning. I was trying to troll my boy, and y'all both 973 with this new phone. But everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join YouTube and members and Patreon for something. Hey, man, I was impressed a lot by Herring yesterday. It looked like from rip. As soon as he caught Frampton with that right hand or whatever, you could tell he wasn't ready. But, you know, shout out to Frampton for making history, being first title shot in Dubai also. But, hey, man, I'm looking at it like this. Herring, everything is up to him. If he want to stay at this weight class, then he got the right to. And I feel like if he want to fight Valdez for the unification, that Trump mandatory, you know, I'm 973 all day, but Shakur might have to sit on the back seat if they want to do this. I don't see why people mad. They don't need to play no race cards or nothing. They just need to play by the books. And if it's right, it's right. So I'm with that unification first. They're going to have to see Shakur anyway. So that's all I got, man.
All right, yo, just a quick reminder to TBV listeners. Don't forget to tune in to Protect Yourself, an all-time 7-part series.
Yes.
That will be airing on Fight Network on YouTube channel on April 6th at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Trust me, this is a premiere you don't want to miss.
Yo, why do you sound like you reading, man? I actually watched the first episode yesterday because he sent me the sneak peek. But I don't know. I only had enough space on my Dropbox. Dropbox so corny. I only had enough space to watch one fucking episode, bro.
Would you say it sound like I'm what?
Like you reading.
Yeah, I kind of was, yeah. Making sure I get it right, man. Very important that we take care of the people that take care of us, right?
Definitely. So let me go out to the people. It's for the people. Hey, yo, I ain't going to you, man. Go to Patreon and check out Jason Hotsey. Jason Hotsey. See, because my alliance is to the TBV audience. There's nothing, I have nothing against Jason, but he's from Wisconsin. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know him yet. I haven't met him yet. Hopefully we get to meet in Wisconsin, Watertown, June 12th. But my alliance and my loyalty is to my TBV community. And it's a cherry. I'm just saying. This a cherry. This the one that you go and you know what I'm saying? You get it off you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there, but at the same time, you gotta be absolutely trash and have no chin to lose this fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, for real. Because obviously the dude's going to get a little better than what we see from today's tape. Right. But, come on. This is it. Right? Like, you and I was talking off air. I was like, I cannot give this cruiserweight to Mission Impossible. Like, you know what I mean? It's not fair. You know what I'm saying? But.
Yeah. And if you have that in your mind that it just isn't fair.
I have that in my mind that Mission Impossible, it won't be fair. It won't be fair.
We might see something devastating.
Yeah. Like, I offered it to Marvin. Because again, my loyalty is to Marvin, and I need the belts on TV. I'm like any greaseball promoter. I need to have those belts on TV. So Marvin, come get this cherry if don't want it. But yeah, man. Let me go out to.
Go take that. Hold up. That's a fight that should take.
Oh, you seen the tape? You seen the tape?
Yeah, she love, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm telling you. Listen.
But you know how that go. Busy, man. It's all about life sometimes, it gets in the way.
Nah,
Let's
definitely.
go to the call.
Definitely. But you don't get many opportunities like this.
You definitely don't.
You know what I'm saying? This is it right here. But I'm giving some time, so I'm gonna come right back to you, You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure you get to see it. You don't got to talk about it, nothing. You could text me and all. I just want to make sure you see it before we go to your call. And you don't even got to waste your call on that. I know you from North. You want to talk about Shakur, so it's all good. Uh-oh. This guy deserves all the praise. Jay from Orlando.
I told y'all. Y'all ain't want to believe me. Y'all ain't want to listen to me. I told y'all, hey. And I called it right with the 2 knockdowns.
Oh, you scored 2 knockdowns and a draw.
This guy, what he's done needs to be highlighted because when we start talking callers of the year and things like that, this guy.
What's good? What's happening, TBC family? It's been a minute. Nice. How you doing,
What's happening, man?
I'm
What's
good,
happening?
man. What up? Jay in Orlando, man. It's been a minute, man. Yo, it's funny every time I hear that intro because it went down just like you said, and it went down just like I expected. You ain't get no credit for it when Call of the Year came around, man.
Nah, man, no credit. But like Jamel Herring, man. I'm here. I'm still breathing. I want to give a shout out to that boy, man. Francis, what's going on, man?
What's up,
good to
bro?
hear from you. But hey, Ness, man, I don't know if you remember, but you remember I covered that fight for y'all when he won that belt here in Orlando.
Who, Herring?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know I ain't remember.
But I covered, so it's
No,
nice,
I actually
like, it's
now
nice
I do
to
remember.
see.
Now that you bring it up, I remember you did an interview with Bomac, right?
Yeah, I did an interview with their whole team, so it was nice to see. Like, I'm gonna walk you through what I went through yesterday, and I'm gonna go to the Shakur thing. So real quick, yesterday when he gets the cut, I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, because he doesn't do well with pressure. He doesn't do well with the bleeding, this and that. Like last time, I do feel like he kind of not really quit, but like that old Mike Stafford training came out of him again, where he kind of like ignored the game plan. And then I see they don't have his regular cut man. They have Red doing the cut. I'm like, oh shit, Red ain't a cut man. Like, he's a trainer. Like, what is this? Ain't gonna be good. But he dug deep. He fought. He did exactly what he should do. I would like to see the unification before they jump. Before I don't see the Shakur fight happening. To be honest with you, just because Shakur is so close with Bud, and Shakur, you know, is goes to B&B boxing. Like, he goes to that gym. I can't see that fight happening, and it's kind of a tough place for Herring.
Shakur stepped aside for Quendo and now for Frampton. Like, damn, man, you gonna have to vacate then.
Yeah, vacate or unification. Hopefully, he gets the unification because
but ain't that that's a slap in my face. If I'm your friend and we train, like you said, I train in what's it called, B&B once in a blue. And you ask me to step aside so you can fight Oquendo because you want to make some money in the motherfucking pandemic. Okay, I step aside. Now, this opportunity, the biggest fight of your career comes out, and Frampton wants to fight you. I ain't no hater. I'm young, you old. I'm going to get big fights. Cool, I'm going to step aside a second time. Now you asking me to make you rich and step aside again and let you fight for a third time in a I mean, you might as well give me a manager percentage.
I see what you're saying. I didn't know he stepped aside for Oquendo. I didn't know that. Like, that changes a lot.
Yeah, what had happened, I think Carl Frampton had hurt his hand, so he needed to stay busy if he wanted to keep fighting.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, okay, we're going to get this Frampton fight, so why fight Shakur when we're going to fight Frampton? Let's just keep a fight in between, stay busy, and then we'll get that fight off.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you got to fight now. I ain't got no reply for that. There's nothing I can really say. You got to fight or vacate. And, I mean, if he vacates, I don't see him being on the same level like he is right now at 135. But we'll see, man. Shouts out to all them guys. I'm proud of Jamel Herring. He did his thing. Shakur, you know, is a hungry young lion. And, you know, Orlando stand up. Eric Lubin, baby, we coming back for that belt, baby.
Yo, Lubin, I'm being told Lubin's going to be in Florida, man.
I hope so. It makes sense. I mean, both guys are from Florida. Both guys fight out of Florida.
Yeah. Haiti versus DR.
Passe.
It's going down, man.
Yes, sir. That's gonna go down. Caribbean flavor, baby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Caribbean flavor. Dad, they need a good name for that one. Yeah, man. That's going to be.
Islands Unite, baby.
That's going to be a good one. We going out too.
That's Haiti and Dominican. That's neighbors, man.
Yeah.
It'd be big. That's neighbors. If people out there don't know, Dominican Republic and Haiti are side by side, man. Yeah. Tell them that's you out there,
it's
man.
It's like America and Canada. You just cross, you know, the borders. No swimming, no nothing. You know, you're right there. I mean, Mexico and Laredo, right? Same shit. We got ESPN. Alexander Wilson says ESPN has Tank classified as a lightweight, and he's third on that list. We got Amin in Essex. What up?
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Hear he?
Hear ye.
What up?
Francis, wagwan, man.
Big up yourself on the Easter Sunday, big man.
Bad man time. Wagwan. Yo, Ness, you seen it, you know, I'm working. You see me working. I know you see me improving. But you know, I gotta I look a little sharp. Just a little bit.
I mean, you definitely look like you lost weight in these pictures.
Well, that's from when you saw me. That's what I mean, because I know you do. That helps. See, the last position I was in, I didn't need to lose no weight. And that's got on the air and said, yeah, you look a little stomach heavy, man.
And I was like, nah. So, yeah, I mean, everything should line up. And that's, other than that other thing I told you, everything should line up, man. But,
So you taking that
cool,
fight?
Man. Yo, it's pending.
All right.
I gotta be able to put my hand in the glove, bro. That's the only thing. But
Shakur Herring, what's up?
Yeah, man. Shakur Herring. I don't necessarily see. I know what the outcome is gonna be because I know boxing and I know where Shakur is at, skill wise. And it's not a disrespect to Herring, so I kind of would prefer for Herring to unify, as long as people don't give Shakur too much shit for who he's fighting and understand he's waiting. He's eating lobster rangoons and he's waiting for the main course. You know what I mean? So whatever they doing over there, like, yo, I don't wish, a loss to nobody. It's still a great fight.
He's tired of waiting. Shakur's tired of waiting.
I'm tired of him waiting too, but I think, what are you going to do? What else are you going to... Ain't Bud tired of waiting? And no, when you take your ass over the top rank, you going to wait. I ain't seen nobody go over there and do what they want to do. So, yeah, he going to wait. He going to wait like everybody else. He's on the top rank diet. Now, will he get fatter? Will he starve is the question. And now he's telling us he's hungry. So the top rank diet is some fucked up keto diet they got going on because Shakur ain't eating right.
So, I mean, he got to wait at 26 for Valdez and now wait for Herring and Valdez at 30?
I don't want him to have to wait, but the ecosystem is going to make him wait. They're going to make him wait. And Bob is going to say it ain't no money in it too. Never mind. It should never be race because the best meeting the best shouldn't be about Mexican and black. You know what I'm saying? I just think the best are going to meet the best, But Shakur is the best to me, you know what I mean, until proven wrong. But, you got to have them opponents. At least he's asking for the fight and not putting conditions on it and saying what somebody else offered him. Like, he just like, yo, my man, I worked out with you, I trained with you, I sweat with you, I ate with you, but I need that belt. I like that. Can't go against that.
All right.
All right. Yo, Hawk, Maryland, what up?
Hawking them down.
Yo, what's up, my fellow 531 and the praying mantis?
What's good?
What's happening?
Ain't too much. I was just calling in. I saw that fight yesterday. Herring looked real good. And looked like Top Rank up to it again with that, just shelling my man off. But, we had to wait and see. I hope he don't even stay with Top Rank. Secure. But, shoot. Hey, Ness, I was thinking, I was tripping, when you smoking, you be thinking back and shit. When you used to be with Herring all the time. And Josh was bodyguard threw that water at you, bro. That was some crazy mess, man. And hey, when you was what was that? I think you was a Wilder all the time, and not Joshua, but your crew walked out with what's his name? Tyson Fury. I think he was going to a Billy Joe fight, and y'all was all barking like dogs and shit. You was tripping on that shit.
I think that was for the Belfast fight.
Oh, that was Bell. Okay, but they let you walk out with him though. Yeah. It was wild. Yeah. I couldn't stop laughing about that shit. But all that kind of shit come back when you smoking, bro. So that's all. I was just on the smoke tip.
Shout out.
And start thinking about it.
Hey, Hawk, you want no part of that big ass dude, bro. Man. You better stop. I'm messing with you, man. But go on, Hawk.
Oh yeah, but that's it. I was just thinking about, I've been watching the show so long. I was just thinking about all them. It's just like when people give Ness all that flack. Ness used to be with Wilder all the time. I know you had this show where you was at his house with my boy Mike in a wheelchair. I know that because I'm in a wheelchair, so I remember Mike real good. But and y'all used to be out at his house and everything. Yeah. So when they give you any hate on Wilder, I don't listen to none of that because you was show with him hard. You was with him all the time.
For sure.
Yeah. So anyway, great show, bro. I've been watching. I'm gonna keep watching. Love the show.
Thank you, Hawk. Appreciate you calling in, man. Let's see
all
what
right,
else
bro.
we got. Looking like David Maldonado. What up?
Yo, what's going on, man? Happy Easter to Francis, the praying masters, man. May God continue to bless y'all.
Thank you.
Same to you, brother. Same to you.
No doubt, man. Yo, Bob Arum is crazy, man. I'm convinced that guy is going to see now because Shakur Stevenson got Sugar Ray Leonard potential, man. The kid is well spoken. He's a hell of a fighter, and he even got the Puerto Rican background. You know what I'm saying? They market him right. He could be a superstar. And then Bob Arum did the same thing with Teofimo. He's doing the same thing with Crawford. I think he needs to retire and let his son run the business, man.
Son-in-law.
He's fucking up. Yeah, he's messing up. I mean, like, what is Edgar Berlanga and them other guys thinking when they see this? If you're a young fighter and you coming up and you with top rank and you seeing how he's treating these other guys, you're gonna be discouraged. You know,
Yo, it's
we
crazy.
got superstars, man.
It's crazy that you say his son, yo. That just reminded me. I've been doing this shit so long. Didn't Bob Arum's son die on Mount Everest and get lost?
Yeah. He fell off a mountain.
Bro,
yeah, that's
fucking
right.
crazy, bro. That shit felt like a movie. When you said that and I remembered it, I'm like, yo, am I making this up from a movie or is that real? Like, bro, like, yo, that's crazy.
You're absolutely right. I remember that story.
And now,
I remember that. Manny
now
Pacquiao
it's
had
the
this up to
son-in-law.
him.
It's the son-in-law, Todd DeBuff, that will take over if he takes over. You know what I'm saying?
I never knew Todd DeBuff was his son-in-law. I never knew that, but he needs to take over, man. The old man needs to just sit down.
Yeah, but Todd ain't even out here enough. Even though Todd is like one of those Italian looking, even though I don't know, I ain't sure he's Italian, but he looks like Italian. He keeps his hair fresh and he's got the like gray and black and an open button shirt with the nice, you know, he dresses well. He could really compete with Eddie if he took himself to social media, but he's not like that. But like, he's got the look, he can talk, you know, he looks like he works out in his old age. He should definitely start stepping up to the plate in terms of being the face of Top Rank, vocally at least.
Yes,
because
what about Barati?
Eddie Hearn has fucking 1 million followers, bro. They tripping.
Yo, the Zone is stepping up too, man. Yo, the Zone. I never liked the Zone. I mean, the Zone. What they need to do is step up. Like they need new commentators, man. Straight up and down. They need new commentators.
Nah,
It's
man.
nothing like HBO. Even Showtime got a good team.
What's wrong with? Why everybody hating on Mora? He's keeping it 100 out there.
I mean, it's just no energy, man. Like. ESPN, I ain't gonna lie, Tim Bradley stepped his game up. He's a little biased, but he got that energy. You know what I mean? The guy on Showtime, he got his energy. Paulie, even though he put his foot in his mouth, man, Paulie, he knew what he was talking about. Roy Jones, he knew what he was talking about, man. But these guys, like, they have no energy, man. They have you should be up there, man. You did a better job, bro.
It's hard to say that a fighter that has done it don't know what he's talking about. He just giving it to you real like that, said, man, 100% uncut.
Nah, Mauricio.
No, I didn't say that he don't know what he's talking about. I said that energy ain't there like that. You know, it's just like it feels. I don't know, man, but and that fight last night, I didn't even see it. I didn't even see that fight because I started cutting down on budgets, man. That ESPN Plus app, man, they need to dead that shit, man. I'm tired of all these apps this and app that. They need to just have fucking Showtime and ESPN, bro. I wish HBO was still around.
Bruh, I feel like you.
For real. That makes it harder because before...
I'm mad, man. I'm mad. Like, I got to pay for Showtime. I got to pay for DAZN. Now I got to pay for a certain level of cable just to get Fox. Like, if I don't have the right level of cable, I can't see Fox. Then I got to pay for Thriller.
What cable you got? What cable provider you got, Ness?
I got Xfinity.
Oh, yeah? You got that Florida, too. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And then this Thriller. Let me ask you something. The Thriller app, you got to pay for that shit monthly, too?
I think it's a one-off because I bought the last one as a pay-per-view on my cable. Back then, I had cable. I cut the cord now, so I think I'm going to have to buy it through the app this time, which the app is free. But when the pay-per-view come out, you're going to have to buy it. I ain't buying that Jake Paul shit. I'm going to catch that on Instagram.
And you know what's fucked up? Why they got Regis Prograis fighting on Thriller, man? That should be on Showtime, man. That Regis Prograis and
he's cashing out, man.
He getting more money. He getting more money. He getting more money, man. They losing,
man. In the perfect world, bro, I hope Teofimo and Bob Arum patch that shit up, man. Bob Arum just wake up to his senses and start promoting this
Let
guy
T.O.
right
buy
now.
his contract out. T.O. out here playing. He just made
these fighters to make money though. I don't understand.
T.O. got to
Oh,
cash
yeah, that's
this
right.
check.
He can do that. You're right.
He got to cash this check, right? Because Thriller won, but he ain't get paid yet, right? That's guaranteed money. But he got
How much you think it's going to cost him to do that, though? How much you think it's going to cost? Remember, it's not like this is the dude that been making millions.
But listen to me. What do it matter if it costs you everything Triller giving you? What do it matter? Your next fight is all you. You a free agent. Your next fight is all you. That 10 million, whatever's coming your way, that's you.
And it's a bigger fight.
And you get a promoter cut once you do that. Take over promotions. Tell him I said that one piece.
And it's a bigger fight.
He could do the Canelo route. He could do like Canelo, man. Have a free fight in the zone.
Bruh, he got the Canelo connection. He got the Canelo connection. You think he can't walk to the zone and get a fucking 20 million signing fee? I mean, they gave Cotto 50 million. They gave Cotto 50 million to be on the rock.
They gave Mikey $7 million coming off of a loss to fight fucking Jesse Vargas.
Exactly. Man. They damn sure could give Teofimo a big signing bonus coming over there with 20
to
belts
fight
and
Devin
shit.
Haney. Believe it or not, this is a blessing in disguise that he didn't fight Devin Haney, because him making that move over to Thriller, and they paid all that money for that fight against Cambrosa. When he fights Devin Haney, they gotta pay more money.
Exactly.
They gotta pay more money.
And
if
that's
he
what I
got
was
$6
telling
million
Bill.
for Cambrosa,
that's what I was
he
telling
gotta
Bill.
get $10 million for Haney.
Exactly.
Yeah, let him get $10 million and let Devin Haney get $7 million, because Teal's the A side. Give Devin Haney $7 million and give Teal $10 million.
I don't know if
Teal
the A side after Devin beats up Linares.
Nah, come on, that's easy. Fuck out of here. No way, man. Let me
get to some other callers, man. Let me get to Kansas City. Mad Bet. You see how I got him? Like, oh, no way.
Hello.
What up, Mad Bet?
Hey, I don't want to sound like a hater this morning. I know we love Shakur. I love Shakur. I want him to get his opportunity. In the ideal world, yes, the best should fight the best. But I also like Herring, and I like his story. I like his comeback. And I want him to see him get the biggest fight before he retires. And I think Valdez is a bigger fight for Herring for the money. And I think Herring also made his mark, because he wasn't supposed to win that belt when he won it.
Yeah.
And he was not the favorite to win last night. And he beat the shit out of Frampton from Ding Ding.
Hey, Mad Ben.
Yes.
I'd like to borrow your car for the next 6 months, please, sir, or a year.
My car?
Yeah, because that's exactly what you're asking Shakur to do to Jamel. He's driving his car right now. That's his belt he got, man. We all know if you fight him, you going to beat him. Stop playing, man.
Oh, you counting Jamel out? You counting Jamel out even though they counted him out with Frampton?
Yes. Like
I'm not counting him out. I'm looking at it like how I see boxing. Let's call it what it is. I ain't counting him out. That's how I see it. Huh?
Listen, I'm not going to hate, but I'm going to ask you the question. Who has Shakur beat? One of the callers said Shakur is the best. He's not the best.
Brian, he can't beat what they don't let him fight. He can't beat what they don't let him fight.
Listen. Let me speak. You have to fight somebody of quality or fight somebody of note to be the best. You just can't say he's the best.
Well, hold on. Matt Ben, you do understand that he was the man. Hold on. You do understand that he was the. But hold on. He was the mandatory to Oscar Valdez at 126 when Oscar Valdez was the champion and looking vulnerable. Shakur was the mandatory. Oscar Valdez moved up to 130. Shakur fought Joet Gonzalez. Shakur fought Joet Gonzalez for the vacant WBO. Shakur then tried to negotiate with Frampton for unification Warrington. In Warrington's hometown of Leeds. That didn't happen. Warrington decided to leave Frank Warren, who was already in good a good space with Bob Arum because of the Fury deal and the ESPN BT Sports deal. He decided to leave and go sign with Eddie, and all of a sudden fight Can X and get upset loss to someone else versus fighting Shakur. So Shakur moved up, right? as the champion, invokes his status to fight the champion Jamel Herring. So then Jamel Herring says, come on, man, you know we friends, we train. Come on, man, let me get this big fight with Carl Frampton. Cool. I'm going to step aside. Pandemic hits. Damn, man, come on, man. You know it ain't. Who the hell thought it was going to be a pandemic? Let me get this tune-up. I still got the fight with Frampton. Let me go in there sharp, man. Let me get a tune-up. All right, friend, go get your tune-up. I fought at Quendo. All right, friend, go get your belt. Defend it on the biggest fight of your life in Dubai and make millions of dollars. Now you want me to say, all right, friend, go fucking unify with the dude that I've been chasing 2 divisions? Come on.
No. I'm saying I would like him to fight Shakur. But for the Jamel Herring story, myself, like, for him as a person, I would like him to get the most money in his career because he's older.
So let me ask you something. I'm not going to put you in that box. But let me ask you, why do you think people don't want Canelo to make money? When he decided to take franchise and not fight his mandatory in Charlo, that wasn't okay.
I don't have a connection with Canelo. I'm saying for Herring, for his story, his life story, fighting story is coming back, being counted out, and all that stuff. That's just on emotion. I'm not saying business-wise. Business-wise, for Shakur, so that he could be the best and put the stamp on his name as the best, yes, he should fight Herring. But I'm not going to crown Shakur the best when he hasn't beat the best. I'm not going to do that. You see the talent, you see the potential, but he hasn't done it yet.
So you don't crown Crawford the best either then?
No, because he has to beat Crawford hasn't fought anybody yet.
All right, no, I'm just making sure. No, listen, I'm just making sure your consistency is there. I love it.
We see the talent, and I like Crawford, and I follow him because he has that lifestyle. The man don't drink, he don't F around. He's always training, and I like Bomac. Bomac has proven to me that he's a hell of a trainer. He's what Andre Ward's trainer, what's his name, Hunter, wanted to be. He took fighters who could be discarded and make them into champions or top contenders.
Yeah.
That's what Bomac has done.
Agreed.
Yeah, I can't call Shakur the best. We see the talent, but he ain't fought anybody else. You have to be honest. Then he fought another African guy. That's why I put him, I think, it's black on black. Cause but Herring should fight Shakur, but if you get the Valdez fight.
I mean, you heard what Andrade's trainer said, man. Those African guys are tough, man. You heard what Andrade's trainer said, man.
And this is boxing, so Shakur could go in and get upset. It is boxing. It's one punch. You don't have to be a knockout artist and knock somebody out. Go ahead, follow.
It's facts.
Matt Bent, let me get to some other people, brother. Thank you for calling in. Kansas City, stand up. We going out to Tampa, sunny Florida.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? We're firemen. We are firemen.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Happy Easter. Yo, I was looking at that fight with Frampton fighting Herring.
Yep.
Yo, that shit looked like some Rigo and Noma shit, bro. Frampton looked skinny. After like 2 or 3 punches, he was done, bro. That Warrington fight took the heart out of him. And the last time he ever looked good was fighting Leo. He was nothing, bro. I don't know why the hell they were thinking he was going to win. Now, I got a scenario. Now, the IBF is vacant. I don't know how that's going to work, but the IBF is vacant. Why couldn't ultimately Herring fight Shakur in the Barclay? You got a New Jersey and New York, because he's from Long Island, fight, and throw that IBF in there too. Because now you're talking 2 belts, which is equal to a unification, but I don't know how they would work together. But I'm a dreamer, you know what I'm saying? I want more. And at the end of the day, man, Herring's story with the Marine Corps and having a dude to get him to join and changing his life, bro, I didn't know that, and I'm retired Army. So that was beautiful, bro. So like was said, if they build up Shakur
on the New Jersey Puerto Rican side, and they keep sharing the truth on Herring, bro, that's one hell of a fight. If you throw in that IBF belt, if they did it to Canelo and gave him the WBC when he was supposed to be fighting the WBA, why can't that happen? But anyway, again, happy Easter, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Much love and respect to you all. Out.
All right. Yo, it's about status, man. It's about can the Herring Shakur fight, entice, I think his name is Daryl Peoples, the CEO
of the IBF,
of the IBF, the president of IBF,
Peoples.
can he entice them, him? Francis, you frozen. Jump in and jump out. But can he entice? Can that fight entice Daryl to put his belt on it? Because then he's got to supersede Rachimov, who did pretty well with a guy like Joseph Diaz Jr. when people thought Diaz was gonna go right through him. We're going to Edwin Solano. Edwin Solano, what up?
What up? What up?
Talk to
us. I'm with you, man. With Shakur fighting Herring. That'll be a good fight. But my question is, why they don't go for the other belt, Shakur?
Which other belt?
And so they could go undisputed.
Which other belt?
Isn't there a vacant one?
Yeah, the IBF. It used to be on Joseph Diaz Jr.
Oh, okay. And Shakur can't get that belt?
Again, it's about can he entice the IBF to rank him? He's not ranked in that sanctioning body.
Because Valdez and Shakur Stevenson will be a very undisputed fight. That'll be awesome. But thanks.
All right.
Yo, Troy, what up?
Yeah, man. It looks like Valdez. Sorry, go ahead.
So with Ness, I'm just saying what's up with Ness, what's up with Francis. It's happy Easter, happy Easter. It's new beginning. What I left on my chat was Gong Si Fong Chai. It means Happy New Year, and it means really get money in Mandarin. And usually every culture around this time is the New Year, and it's been a lot of Asian hate going on out here in California. So I just want to make aware of that. We got to stop the Asiatic hate and keep it moving. Let's work.
Shout outs to you, man.
He said the IBF. So yeah, Shakur's not ranked anywhere in the IBF.
Right.
And wow, they dropped Joseph Diaz down to number 6 in the IBF, and he was the champion. Wow.
Tevin's still number 3 or number 2?
Tevin is not number 2. Number 2 is vacant. Tevin ain't even in the rankings, man. He been out too long. Oh, Tevin is number 8 under Zelfa Barrett. Barrett.
Damn. So who 3? Who 4?
Martin Ward.
So he next up.
He next up. Sports, man. See how I did
that? Means that Shakur can take. He should be able to petition for that, man.
I mean, he ain't really beat his biggest name is Joet Gonzalez. So what the IBF? The IBF got to look at it like a financial situation. Like, he's gonna bring us the money. We going out to K Boxing from DC. What up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
How are you?
K Boxing.
I'm good. Francis, what's going on, baby? Hey, look, check this out. I kind of feel like Ward was working with Shakur for a while, if I'm not mistaken, right? And then all of a sudden, something took place, and they kind of end up parting ways, because Ward, they both been
allegedly
part of that top rank thing.
Allegedly, it was like, because I'm on a telecast, I'm a step down, shit like that. That's what they made it seem.
Right. However, later on, it comes out that Ward comes out with the comment that, if I'm not mistaken as well, that Shakur Stevenson is a protected fighter. So do we remember that?
I don't remember that. You remember that, Francis?
I do.
You be saying you on anything. You remember that? I don't remember Ward telling anybody that Shakur's protected.
Nah, I don't remember that at all.
He should be protected.
I could be wrong. Hey, fellas, I could be wrong, but I think we should research that because I I saw somewhere that Andre Ward made the statement. I'm almost 100% sure it was Andre Ward made the statement that Shakur Stevenson is a protected fighter. Now, I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
You definitely just
However,
quoting you. We quoting you.
And we definitely both look it. I'll tell you that.
You might have to. And you know I've said many things on your show, Ness, but you know I always stand on my shield, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm a man. I'll eat it. I'll eat all the crow or raven or whatever you give me. But I'm almost certain that someone made a statement, and it might not have been Andre, but I'm almost 100% sure it was Andre Ward I saw where he made a statement after the breakup. Well, you say that the telecast said it was because of, programming, but I think Ward made that statement after that little breakup, okay? And I think it may have been because Ward was in that camp at times, seeing things, and, he formulated that opinion. And I don't, like the guys say, I don't see, Shakur ain't fighting nobody. He really ain't, man. I mean, I love his story and everything, the silver medalist and all that. But until he gets in there with the reals, like, Javante Davis and people like that, I don't see it.
Well, I haven't found anything, but all I see is this quote from Ward that says, he's the boss. He tells us what he wants to do. We'll give our suggestions, we being James Prince, Josh Dorgan, Top Rank. We'll put our heads together, but ultimately, he's got to make the decision. He knows his body. He knows his body felt. He looked good to me tonight, and he looked very sturdy under his legs. He looked physically strong. I like the way he looked at 130, but he still holds a belt at 126, so he's got options. So this is, I don't see anything that's negative from a Ward. None of these headlines
if I find it, Ness, I'll shoot it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a question. How tall is Shakur? Is he like 5'9", something like that? I think Shakur is like 5'9", right?
He's like 5'7.5", 5'8".
I'm looking it up right now. He is on BoxRec 5'8".
5'8", okay. And Jamel Herring is what, 5'10"? Like 5'10"?
Yeah, probably. Let me see. Herring is...
Yeah, I think Jamel Herring is kind of tall for that weight and everything.
Herring is 5'10". But remember they
I
sparred.
think that'll be a really good fight for Shakur to finally make a real statement.
But they sparred, man.
Yeah, I think
if Herring thought he could win,
I think Shakur feels like he saw something.
Exactly. And if Herring thought he could win,
I think Shakur feels like he saw something.
I mean,
he wouldn't be going after Herring like that if he didn't feel like he saw something.
Well, he going after Valdez like that too. He sees something in all of them. He think he could beat them all. He want them all. He want Valdez, the one.
Well, Valdez is, but check it out, Nelson. Valdez is small. He's small, and he's thinking just
don't
like
bring your ass to my
way.
way.
He's thinking just like Burchell.
Nah, don't
bring.
Yeah,
Shakur Stevenson is thinking just like Burchell. He's small.
Listen, don't come to my weight if you want to consider yourself small. You in my weight and you got a belt. I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Hey, yo,
no, but I'm saying it's the mindset of Shakur. He feels just like Burchell did, that I can get this guy because he's small. And I mean, Valdez might shock Shakur too. Who knows?
I don't know
but
about
I'm saying,
all that. If he felt like
it's the mindset of Shakur and the fighters that. Yeah, but it's the mindset of Shakur and the fighters that he is going after. That's my point too.
The only person I remember calling Shakur protected was Buddy McGirt. So I'm gonna leave that there. That was recent.
Hey, I disagree.
I could be wrong. I could have been wrong about Ward, guys. It might have been Buddy McGirt. And you know what? Matter of fact, Francis, you are so right. So y'all can serve me up a platter of crow or whatever. You are so right. I don't know why I thought it was Andre Ward, but I knew someone that was of real note made that statement.
Yeah, because he said Tio would knock out Shakur, and he called him protected.
Yes. I knew it was someone of note that made that statement. I just wanted to get that out there. You know
Who
what I
said
mean?
it? Who said it? What you found? What you found?
Buddy McGirt.
Buddy McGirt.
is the one that caused
Buddy
Shakur
McGirt.
protected.
Buddy
Yeah,
McGirt.
Buddy McGirt, man.
And
yeah.
that's just as solid as Andre Ward making a
Hell
statement.
no. Get out of here, K. Get out. He ain't even in the camp. He ain't even
Come
in the
on, man.
camp.
Andre Ward. Come on, dude.
Ward was in the camp.
You know
Listen,
what?
Ward was
and
a
y'all know
manager.
y'all know
Come
I really
on.
don't. Y'all know I really don't like Andre Ward. Y'all know I'm not that crazy about Andre Ward.
I got to get to some other callers, but it don't matter. You can't say it's basically the same thing. Yeah, he a trainer, but he ain't in the camp. He ain't in the camp. Like, Ward was part of a camp. Ward was part of the camp. He was like on the management side team. Like, come on, man, nah.
Bro, had me looking like, what? Who? Ward? When?
Ain't got to see him fight,
Ward
man.
say that? The hell?
Let me get to California.
Let's go! Smoke with you. Come on. Info Joe is a beast. Checkbox red. Undefeated punchlines, better place your bet. The number one call, fought my way up the ranks. Border wars fighter, going hard in the paint. Boxing scene writers call me spectacular.
Good morning, TBV family.
What up?
Info Joe.
What's up, fam? Hey, man, happy Easter to the whole TBV community. Everybody have a blessed, no stress day. And prayers in the air for DMX. Yo, good fight last night, man. Jamel Herring, man, he put up a great performance, man. I don't think he was gonna stop Frampton, but I picked him to win, so no crow for me. But you know what, man? I think his eye is gonna be vulnerable for all his up and coming fights, man. That's the same eye that got cut before, and I think that could be what everybody is looking at, far as Shakur. I want to see that fight, man. If he does get the Valdez, I like to see both fights for Jamel Herring, though. But I do see how Shakur is being left out, man. Maybe Jay Prince, man, could get on the job and kind of force that fight to happen, though. But that's a good fight, man. But that's all I got, fam.
All right.
Shout out to the boxing gods.
Joe,
Info Joe, look out for a call from me soon, brother.
Yes, sir. Any super chats with that super chat love, man? Make sure we ain't missing none of those super chats. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Shout out to Francis for being available on Easter morning. TBV rocking out. The morning after, we talking Herring, Frampton, Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, 130-pound division. It's funny. In this conversation, we're so trained as, politically, understanding boxing fans that we haven't mentioned Gervonta Davis as an option for Shakur, Herring, or anyone.
Or Valdez.
And he's out there, and the biggest name at 130. His last fight was pay-per-view, and it did over 220,000 pay-per-view buys is what the word is. So, also, we haven't mentioned the fact that Kid Galahad versus Jazz Dickinson is going to be for the vacant IBF on the Canelo Billy Joe undercard. So for those asking, why can't he get that IBF? Why can't he get that IBF? It's because of that. Kid Galahad is actually fighting for that IBF.
And he was supposed to fight Warren 2 also for the second time, and he said, nah, I don't want that.
Yeah. But hard to say a guy is ducking a duty beat, you know what I mean? But we're going to go out to LV Slugger. LV Slugger, what up?
What up? What up?
Good morning, brother. How are you?
Good, pretty good. Yeah, man, Herring look good though, man. I wasn't expecting a knockout like that, but yeah, he definitely got him up out of there. Probably the best Herring we.
Oh shit, LV.
Yo, bring him back on, man. Well, I gotta ask him a question. He was talking some junk earlier.
What about?
I'm confused on why people didn't think that Herring was gonna stop Frampton, because that's all I could see. Frampton wasn't even that great to me. He was decent, but when he trying to come forward as a fighter, I noticed that when he was fighting Nonito Donaire, when Nonito started boxing, he started having problems coming forward. Jamel Herring was gonna stop him, bro. He wasn't ever that sweet. I don't get that, and I don't get why everybody's saying Shakur is doing this and that. should be a protected fighter. He was an Olympian. Like I don't know if people forgot how boxing worked, but when you're an Olympian, you get the first dibs and you're the protected fighter because you did all the work on the front end. He's a silver medalist, like Amir Khan, like Ricardo Williams Jr., like Matt, like all the other fighters who were bronze medalists and gold medalists. They get first dibs, they get protection first, and they get to move around how they want to move if they choose to. Like I'm confused why they saying Shakur ain't fighting nobody. We all know don't nobody want to fight dude for real. He's gonna be a problem. Like why is that a mistake?
Yeah, man, he can't get those fights that he wants to prove his greatness. You know, it's like I said, he was on his Valdez chasing run, and Valdez moved up. You know what I mean? So all we can do is wait. You know, all we can do is wait and demand. You know, I just want people to have the same energy. If they said Devin Haney was dug, they said that Charlo was dug. We got to keep that same energy here. You know what I mean?
No, Shakur Stevenson is clearly, people are not trying. Like, okay, I'm confused. If I was a silver medalist and I was on TV chopping everybody up, why would somebody want to risk their title and their future purses on taking a loss on their future purses by taking a loss to Shakur?
To prove that they great. Are you the best, or are you just here to get paid?
But I'm not talking about business, Ness. I'm not talking about boxing. I'm talking about business right now. Because before you even box, business must take place. And I know that sucks, but that's just how they do it now. So, and that's how they always done it. So you may remember Sugar Ray Leonard got like 40 racks for his first fight. You know what I mean? Because he was a what? All right then, a gold medalist. So I'm just saying that to say Shakur Stevenson just got to do what Floyd do and take his time and keep. Even if they know names, just keep working your skill because they're gonna be avoiding.
Yeah, man. I mean, this gonna happen when he try to face Tank too. I believe. I don't think these dudes have all sparred him and see how he work in the gym. I don't think they're gonna give him that opportunity. But LV, I'm sorry, Skype reset it. Let's go.
Yo, man, I was just saying, yeah, Herring looked good, man. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get the KO. I wasn't expecting the KO, but, he was able to get him up out of there. I was about, damn, I forgot what was going on. I do like it, like I said, with Bomac and them, that team helping him at such a late age in his career, get a title and rejuvenate his career. I do kind of want to see him get a unification fight, you know what I'm saying, before it's over. But, I see where Shakur coming from trying to, get that fight. So he won his shot at the title. So I don't see how that's gonna play out. And hopefully he able to they be able to do something with Shakur, But I don't understand what people mad at Shakur not fighting nobody, like he calling everybody out on Top Rank. All the champions. He was calling out Bichette before he lost. You know what I'm saying? So the only other champ out there is Tank. There ain't too many people calling out Tank.
Called out Loma too.
Yeah, and all of them, small. So I don't really understand that with the small things. So it's just Shakur, he trying to get his shot. So hopefully he get one this year before it's up. But like I said, I do want to see Herring hopefully get a unification before it's all said and done with him. Because like I said, he up there just not getting a title late. So we'll see how it play out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, good show. And that's my call.
Hey, well, LV, weren't you the one that said you can hoop? You can hoop, right?
Yeah.
You the one that said you gonna dunk on everybody in the chat. Make sure you sign up for this 3-on-3 tournament, man. Don't dunk this tournament.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing about no dunking, but yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can hoop though. I definitely can do that.
So make sure we see you in this 3-on-3 tournament, man. We gonna put everything up. Maybe come with a team or join a team. All right.
All right.
Bet.
Yo, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button right now. Future, present, past. It helps with the visibility of the show. It lets us know that you appreciate us waking up on a Sunday morning to talk boxing the day after the big fight.
Not just any Sunday morning, man. Easter Sunday morning.
But that is all the callers, man. So on the Easter Sunday morning, we are out. Catch us on the next one. NestGTO, Instagram and Twitter. Future, present, past. You can always share the show, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you get notified every time we do go live, because we on the hunt for 120,000 before my birthday in May. Hashtag Gemini season. We at 118,322. So we moving, but we need to move faster.
Sure. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Man, y'all can find me on YouTube. Troy Killertainment King. That's 1L. Or you could follow me on IG at Cuerno de Chivo with a K, or at Killertainment. Or you can follow me on Twitter, my bad, at Killertainment, or better known as Hamza. Shout out to TBV. Shout out to the family. We working. Happy Easter. It's all about the sun rising up, coming into the northern hemisphere at this time, bringing everything to new life. Come on, man. Y'all got to know these bars, man. It's all about the universe. Shout out to Ness Francis. We out. One.
Yeah, man. We got a late one? Oh, yeah. You already know what it is, man. It's Francis the Praying Mantis all the way from Canada. Shout out to you on this beautiful Easter Sunday, wherever you are around the world, whether you're with family, with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Big up your damn self, man. Appreciate y'all. Show love to one another. Wear your face mask. Wash your hands. And stay away from that corona, man, so we can get back to, you know what I'm saying, kicking it with one another. Again, you can find me personally at Next Up Sports Talk. Also, The Way in Boxing on IG or The Way in on YouTube. You can find us, TBV, everywhere, man. Just look out for us. When you see the back signal in the sky, you know what time it is. We out, y'all.
Shout out to Cassidy for destroying Hitman Holla last night in the battle. I just wanted to say that.
Get well, DMX. Get well, brother.